Dear students, thank you for tuning in. This lesson is for English 808 for technical and vocational schools. It is Unit 7, Lesson 2, Direct and Indirect Objects. In order for you to do the lesson well, you need the following. Number 1, project, Success 2, student's book. Number 2, a notebook or a piece of paper. Number 3, a pen or a pencil. Number 4, a dictionary. All right. So lesson objectives. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to use the direct and indirect objects in writing sentences. So, what are direct and indirect objects? Let me show you with an example. He bought his mother a gift. He bought his mother a gift. Within this sentence, we have an indirect and direct objects. Let me show you another one. Basim showed the teacher his homework. This sentence also has a direct and indirect object. Yasmin kicked the ball to me. The same thing. Now, direct objects are nouns or pronouns receiving the action, while the indirect objects are the nouns or pronouns affected by the action. So let's check the direct objects. Direct objects, as we said, are nouns or pronouns receiving the action. So I bought a gift. Okay, so gift received the action of buying. Also, his homework. So his homework received the action of showing. The ball received the action of kicking. Indirect objects are nouns or pronouns affected by the action. So his mother is affected by buying of the gift. The teacher is affected by showing of the homework. And the ball is affected by being kicked. To me, is affected by being kicked, the ball to me. All right, direct and indirect objects. This time I'm going to start with the indirect. So how to form the sentence? I start with the subject plus a verb plus an indirect object plus a direct object. Let me show you. Subject like Majid. Told, this is a verb. Me, indirect object. A story. So, Majid told me a story. Me is an indirect object. A story is a direct object. Let me show you another one. My friend gave his brother a pencil. So, subject is my friend, verb is gave, indirect object his brother, direct object a pencil. A third example. Her teacher taught the class the lesson. So, her teacher taught the class the lesson. Fourth one, she is going to buy, all of this is a verb, him the book. She's going to buy him a book. So, take a look at these. If I remove the indirect object like this, you see that these sentences are perfectly fine. Let me read them. Majid told a story. We just have one object, which is direct. My friend gave a pencil. Direct. Her teacher taught the lesson. She's going to buy the book. But we add the indirect object to further explain the sentence. All right, let's have a quick task. Write T if the sentence is correct or F if it's false. And I have a mark of 3. Number 1, the lady passed her friend a note. If this sentence is correct, circle T. If it's false, circle F. And you have 5 seconds. All right, let's check the answer. The answer is true. The lady passed her friend a note. Let's check another one. 2, the driver showed the police his card. 5 seconds. Let's take a look. True, the driver showed the police his card. Number 3, his mother bought a phone him. If it's true, circle T. If it's false, circle F. 5 seconds. Let's check. It is false. And the right answer should be, his mother bought him a phone. Bought him a phone. You cannot switch direct and indirect objects like the example. Now, give yourself a mark of 3 and let's carry on. Now, I'm going to explain how to write a direct and indirect object, but starting with the direct. So, we start with the subject, a verb, a direct object. Now I switched. Plus a preposition like to, for. Indirect object. Okay, let's see how the examples are. Majid told a story. You see, I started with the story now. To me. Now, I needed a preposition to switch them. Okay? Majid told a story to me. Now, I started with the direct object. Let's check the other example. My friend gave a pencil to his brother. My friend gave a pencil to his brother. I needed the preposition to make the sentence correct. Her teacher explained the lesson to the class. As you notice, I had to change taught to explain in order for me to switch between the direct and indirect objects. She is going to buy the book for him. Now, I changed to for because buying you can say with for. Now, if I omit the indirect object just like before, all sentences are correct. Let's check. Majid told a story, full stop. My friend gave a pencil, full stop. Her teacher explained the lesson, full stop. She's going to buy the book, full stop. All right, so we do not need to have the indirect objects, but having them will explain the sentences more. Let's have a task. Write T if the sentence is correct, or F if it's false, and you have a mark of 3. Number 1, the children handed the ball their dad. If it's true, circle T. If it's false, circle F. You have 5 seconds. Let's check the answer. It is F. Now, why is that? You needed the preposition. The children handed the ball to their dad. Number 2, the boss sent her to a letter. You have 5 seconds. Let's check. F. The right answer is we have to eliminate 2. Her boss sent her a letter. Her boss sent her a letter. All right. 3. He's going to buy a doll for his daughter. 5 seconds. Let's check the answer. It is true. It is true. Now, give yourself a mark of 3, and let's carry on. Task number 3. In your notebooks, answer the following. A. Put the words in the correct order to make sentences. And you have a mark of 4. The first one. His friend, a cupcake, brought Ali 4. Your task is to reorder these words to make a perfect sentence. Like this one. Ali brought a cupcake for his friend. And if you notice, I started with the subject, Ali. That will make things easier for you. Now, you have number 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you have 3 minutes to do them. All right, now let's check the model answer. Number 2. Amina explained it to her co-worker. 3. Sarah will give them directions. 4. He wants to buy her dinner. 5. He handed it to the woman. All right, task number 4. In your notebooks, answer the following. B. Question. Rewrite the sentences switching the order of the direct and indirect objects. You have a mark of 8. Number 1. The caterers served refreshments to them. 2. Amina showed the program to him. 3. She sent him an email. 4. The student brought her the information. And you have 3 minutes to switch between direct and indirect objects. All right, now let's check the answers. But before that, you need to use the self-correcting tools. As you have finished, after you have finished, make sure you have in all of your sentences the following. Number 1, a capitalized first letter. Number 2, a full stop. Number 3, no spelling mistakes by checking every word using a dictionary. Number 4, no grammatical errors by reviewing the lesson. Now, let's check the model answer. Number 1, the caterers served them refreshments. Number 2, Amina showed him the program. Number 3, she sent an email to him. Number 4, the student brought the information to her. Well done. Give yourself a tap on the back and 2 marks for finishing the lesson, then calculate your mark. Evaluating lesson objectives. Number 1. Now you are able to use the direct and indirect objects in sentences, and you have a mark of 20. If you have 100% correct answers, that means 20 marks, then proceed to the next lesson. If you have 75% or above, that means 50 marks or more, then go over parts that you failed in the lesson and redo it. If you have 75% or lower than that, that means 15 marks or lower, then redo the whole lesson. As always, practice makes perfect. Good luck. Thank you for your attention.